Pardon the interruption, but I'm Mike Wilbon. Valentine's Day's tomorrow, Tone. Have you made romantic plans?
I'm Tony Kornheiser, and I'm trying, but the neighbors, they won't text me back.
Ooh, oh wow.
Yeah.
70s commune situation. Huh?
Right, Bob and
Carol
and Alice. Yeah, do you remember that movie?
Yes, which means we have now skewed
It's 100.
so old.
Right. So Elliot Gould was in that movie, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think he was in that movie.
I don't know who else was in there, but Elliot.
No, it's a long time ago.
At
A long
least
time ago.
Probably 50 years. Close to 50.
Oh, no, it's 50. Oh, it's definitely
Early
50.
70s.
Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. In today's episode, the Red Sox land Alex Bregman, the unbeaten UCLA women face USC, and PK Subban joins us to explain the four nations face-off. But we begin today with the NBA and a trio of teams that have either been strengthened or strafed by recent trades. The Lakers with Luka Doncic and LeBron James playing 18 minutes together were beaten by 12 points in Utah by the lowly Jazz, who scored 131. The Mavericks won at home over Golden State. Jimmy Butler, new addition, got 21 points.
Great.
But Kyrie Irving doubled that with 42.
Yeah.
Well, but I know you stayed up to watch.
Yeah, text-
Which result is more inconvenient to our latest narratives?
The Lakers getting pounded. The Mavs Warriors game, as I texted you in live time, was spectacular. And you know me, I like when you come back from the break and you got 28 games left. That's real basketball.
Yeah.
But these two teams, Tony, they're desperate already, the Mavs and Warriors. So they have to play. They got to play now. I mean, they either or both could miss the play-in by a game. And they're going to look back and say, oh, my God. So they can't wait for next week. But the Lakers got pounded inside by a team that's not a team. All right, they got crushed. I think the scoring was something like 56-35 in terms of points in the paint. Utah just went inside and said, you know, you two can be as great as you want with the ball. You got to guard somebody. And they couldn't guard Utah in the paint. So that's a blueprint.
Yeah.
And they said it. And so now every team with any size, Dallas, if they ever get their people back, they could actually do that in a series, Tony. That can be sustainable.
I agree with you completely that what hurts our narrative is the Lakers losing. Because the Lakers had won 6 in a row. The Lakers had beaten Utah in L.A. on Monday night, right?
Yeah.
They're not supposed to lose to Utah, and they're not supposed to give up 131 points. But it's Luka's second game with the team. He's still on minutes restrictions. Let me get his minutes. He only played 23 minutes, and afterwards he said he was tired. So I'm going to give them a pass. And I'm going to tell you that the other game completely fit my narrative, as you know. Because I told you that I thought in the near term, Dallas could be a very good team.
Yep.
And I told you that Jimmy Butler, he doesn't make Golden State world beaters. He makes them better, but they're not a particularly good team. Was I surprised that Dallas won without Anthony Davis? Stunned. I was stunned.
Without any big.
I was stunned. But again, when Anthony Davis gets back, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, they all have rings. I think that's a meaningful thing. I think they can be a pretty good team even without Luka. I would say one other thing to you. Last night I looked at box scores.
Yeah.
Like 8 different teams went 130 or over, and
like
2 went 140. It was like the All-Star game. It was like the All-Star game.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Those need to replace whatever they're trotting out fraudulently as the All-Star game.
The NHL's Four Nations Face-Off continues tonight, which makes it a perfect time to welcome back our great friend, the man who calls me Corny, my hockey nickname, ESPN hockey analyst PK Subban.
Too long.
Let's start with this. Canada beat Sweden in last night's opener, and afterwards you tweeted, I'm quoting, "What a game." What exactly did you love about it?
It was the Sidney Crosby show. I mean, at 37 years old, he showed not only Canada, not only the players in the National Hockey League, but everybody across the world that he's still, if not the best player, he's right there with Connor McDavid.
Wow.
And he's 37 years old. You know, it's funny. When Team Canada was selecting the team, the first names that you heard were obviously they talked about Crosby, but it quickly shifted to McDavid, McKinnon, and Makar. You know, it's easy to see those three are right now and for the future of Team Canada. But these guys, those 3 guys that are pegged to lead this team, got a front row seat to the guy that they've been following their whole lives. I can speak for all Canadians on Sidney Crosby. Every single player on that team is a fan of this guy, grew up watching him, idolizing him, and trying to pattern themselves after him both on and off the ice. So these guys got a front row seat to what his greatness truly is at 37 years old, and it was on full display. Hats off to the player, Sidney Crosby, but it was an amazing, amazing game last night.
Wow. It's an endorsement right there.
Yeah.
It leads me to ask you if greatness, do we have greatness in the United States right now with this team? PK, there are some people who think the U.S. team could be the best of the four. I don't know about that. How do you feel about it, and how good is Team USA?
I feel the same. I do. I do believe that they can compete and win this thing. Make no doubt about it. The USA can win this tournament. There's no question. And I don't think it's just Canada's tournament to win. I think that you got to be careful of Finland. You got to be careful of every team in here. And we were speaking about it earlier. It's only 4 nations, but all 4 countries are capable of winning this thing. That's what makes it great. That's what best on best is. So best on best isn't just having 1 or 2 countries that are elite. You got to have, everybody's got to be elite. And you saw that yesterday. Sweden came back from 2-goal deficits 2 times in that game to tie it up instead of overtime, almost won it. So for Team USA, with their young talent, Jack Hughes, Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk, this is not a USA team with just skill. This is a team that plays a skilled game and a North American style game. They got the physicality. They understand the defensive concepts. They know that when the games get tough, that you got to get tough too. And that's what I think. That's why when I look at Team USA, it's that, hey, we got to watch out for this team here because it's all about experience in this tournament now. How quickly can you get wise? How quickly can you manage the puck, manage the game? A lot of new line mates, a lot of new teammates, but this is best on best, and the best got to figure it out in a short period of time. Team USA has an opportunity tonight to take a stranglehold on this tournament. Ooh. Canada didn't win in regulation. They get 2 points. Team USA beats Finland in regulation tonight. They get 3 points. They're first place in this tournament, and you don't want to be going into those games against Sweden, against Canada, and be down. You don't want to have to be scratching for points. It's a short tournament. They got to take care of business tonight.
Short tournament, but a popular tournament already, PK. The players seem to love it. First of all, whose idea was this? The NBA needs to follow suit very quickly after the tone that the NHL has set with this to replace its all-star game. Why do the players love it so much?
Well, let's call it what it is. The person that sets the tone is Gary Bettman. He's the guy that's made a lot of these decisions in terms of expansion. He's taken a lot of, and some people might see it as risk, but how can you see it as risk? Look at Vegas. Look at these teams that have come into the league. Look at where the game is now. And it seems that for a long time, it seemed that, okay, what's the NHL going to do to grow the game? Now it seems like everything we do, it's like a home run. You know, everything that we've done over the past 3 seasons since I've been retired, because I've been paying a close attention to the business side, hats off to the NHL and what they've done. The players should be excited about it. I mean, the proof is, what did the play look like last night? Was there hitting? Was there physicality? Shea Theodore's out of the tournament. That didn't happen from him falling over by accident. These guys are playing for real. So it's not just Gary. It trickles down from him into these teams and the culture of hockey. And the culture for us, the standard is, when you put that jersey on, whether it's an original 6 jersey in the NHL or it's your country's jersey, you can't play hockey going through the motions, guys. Like you can't go out there and go through the motions. You got to play with pride. You got to leave it all on the ice. And when you put that country's jersey on, guys, buckle up. Showtime, prime time, on time. It doesn't matter. Guys are leaving it all on the ice. You got your family watching, your parents at home, everybody that's worked so hard to give you this opportunity. And for a lot of these guys, this is their first time putting on the jersey. Listen, next year's the Olympics, right? We got the World Cup in 2028. So for a lot of these guys, they want an opportunity to do it again. And who doesn't?
He's so excited. That's fabulous. He's
so
so
fired
excited.
up. Guys, I'm fired up for this thing. I've been waiting all season.
Thank you.
PK,
Great to have you.
man.
Wow. Happy trails to last night's game for the Raptors. Toronto was down 21 with seconds remaining when Cleveland's Tristan Thompson decided that instead of dribbling out the clock, he would throw down an unopposed dunk. Boos ensued, and eventually so did a small scuffle. After the game, Raptors head coach Darko Radakovic called the dunk, and I'm quoting here, no class and disrespectful, unquote. But Thompson tweeted back today, again a quote, If you want a full court press with under a minute left in the game when you get cracked by 30, this will happen to you.
Boom.
Lose for the draft lottery and be happy, buddy boy.
Boom.
Unquote.
On
Fantastic.
a short list of guys who are in the NBA today, or you can go professional basketball worldwide, you'd want to sit at the bar and have a drink with. Tristan Thompson, way up on the list.
Should
way
he
up
have
there.
dunked? Should he have dunked?
If they're going to press.
Up 21?
Then don't press. Let the game run out. You've been beaten soundly. Go home now. Take your loss, buddy boy. No, I'm with Tristan Thompson on this.
You're with Tristan Thompson because you like Tristan
do.
Thompson.
I love him.
That's why you're with him. Let me just say this.
Don't press.
Let me say this.
What?
We just talked about people playing baseball and football on Major League level. Let's go to baseball. You know what would happen to Tristan Thompson the first at bat in the next game?
I do.
He would go down in a heap because this. Oh,
But beef is okay.
21
But legitimate beef.
and he called the coach buddy boy. He's just so dismissive.
You think
That's
he's going
a
to press
fantastic-
down 21 again? Think he's likely to do that? Or message received?
I don't think you dunk. I think you dribble it out, Mike.
Don't press me.
I think you dribble it
I
out.
would say don't press me.
Wow.
Have some of that.
I think you dribble it out.
Boom.
I think you dribble it out. All right, let's go to the big finish.
Let's
You
do
ready?
it.
The rematch of last year's All-Star three-point contest between Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu is off. You're disappointed, aren't you?
Yes. All these reasons I don't understand stated about how they couldn't get it together and this didn't go and that didn't. What? This better not be an Under Armour Nike thing, beef. It better not be. The Jets officially announced they won't be bringing back Aaron Rodgers. Wish them success. Your thoughts?
He'll probably land a starting job somewhere. The 2 years with the Jets were an unmitigated disaster. Villanova ended St. John's 10-game win streak. You surprised?
Not really. Villanova needed to win. I don't know if they're on the bubble. I don't know if they're last four in, first four. I don't know where they are, but they needed that win. Dodgers are officially bringing back your boy Clayton Kershaw. 1 year, 7.5. Makes sense?
He's one of the all-time great Dodger pitchers, and
Yes,
you
he
give him this final bouquet.
Yes,
You don't let him go somewhere. You give him the bouquet. Last one, Jamal Murray had a career-high 55 last night. You impressed?
Yeah, I mean, the Nuggets needed Jamal Murray to become Jamal Murray again for their championship team. Yes, I'm impressed.
We're out of time. We will try and do better the next time, and I'm Tony Kornheiser in studio, kids. This is not AI.
I'm
Well, it
Mike
is AI.
Wilbon. How do we know? Same time tomorrow, Knuckleheads. You can get the podcast on the app or Apple Podcast. You know who I blame for the Aaron Rodgers story being so overrated
Who?
all year?
Who?
Stephen A. and Greedy.
It's
Greedy
their
and
fault.
Stephen. It's their fault.
It's their fault.
It's their fault. Not on this show. We're not leading with Aaron Rodgers on this show.